Hey everyone, this is Tony, Tainted Lord 87, and here's another week and another playlist. Three different bands, five different albums, and all of them really good to my ears. So let's go straight to it. The first band that I'm going to show off is Fear Factory and the album Obsolete. Now, Fear Factory they started off like a death metal band in the first album, the debut album, but gradually move on to be more of an industrial metal band with some surprisingly thrashy moments, believe it or not. And Obsolete is to me one of the best albums. I think this album and Demanufacture are both great examples of industrial metal done right. Even though Demanufacture gets a lot of praise, I feel like Obsolete gets a little bit overlooked. This is just a really solid, heavy, thrashy industrial metal album, and just incorporates a lot of the late '90s industrial metal sound on this album, in my opinion. So, yeah, Fear Factory's Obsolete is just an excellent album, and that's one of the albums I've been spinning. Well, last week, I guess. And don't worry, I have another Fear Factory album after this. And that next Fear Factory album is an album that gets hated on a lot, but I personally think it's good. And that's Fear Factory's Digimortal. Again, to me, it's a really, really good industrial metal album, but a lot of people don't like this album, and I'm not exactly sure why. Some people said that this is more new metal influences, and this album helped bring out the new metal genre. But seeing that new metal is one of my favorites now, I actually don't mind that. And I think this album, Digimortal by Fear Factory, is a good blend of industrial metal, new metal, and it's just a really good album in my personal opinion. I feel like it aged pretty well. So yeah, my second and last Fear Factory album for this playlist is Digimortal. Great album in my opinion. Next up is a band that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, but though a really good rock band in my opinion, and that's The Pretty Reckless in the album Death by Rock and Roll. Yeah, this album is just a really good rock and roll, female fronted band, and it's what you expect from a rock and roll band. You know, great riffs, some fantastic vocals, and some walking tunes. And yeah, this is just a really solid album from the Pretty Reckless. Nothing new or groundbreaking, but it does the job, and it's just a fantastic album. So yeah, Pretty Reckless, Death by Rock and Roll. Again, another great album. Next up is The Pretty Reckless, Light Me Up. Just like the previous album, another solid rock and roll album. Nothing like over the top in my opinion, but nothing really new or revolutionary. It's just a really solid rock and roll album, and yeah, I enjoy this one. So yeah, The Pretty Reckless, Light Me Up, another good album from this band. And the last album that I've been spinning last week is Cradle of Filth, Cryptoriana, The Seductiveness of Decay. A bit of a departure from the previous albums I show, as this album is a more of a mix of extreme gothic metal, maybe a bit of black metal in it, and definitely have a lot of heavy metal influences, but this is just a really solid Cradle of Filth album. Yeah, this is a solid Cradle of Filth album. Cryptoriana and the seductiveness of Decay is just a solid album. A great mix of gothic metal, black metal, heavy metal, and it's just a really good album. So yeah, this is the last album I've been spinning last week. Cradle of Filth, Cryptoriana, The Seductiveness of Decay. And that's it, everyone. That's what I've been spinning last week. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and hopefully I could do another of these playlists next time. Take care and have a good day, week, afternoon, wherever you are.